Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive, full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard wiper blades. Wiper blades are an essential part of the windscreen washer system. The windscreen washer system consists of a number of coordinated single components which, even under extreme weather conditions, ensure an optimal view. To support the cleaning effect, washer water is sprayed onto the windscreen through nozzles which, depending on the type of windscreen wipers, are either built into the wiper blade or separately installed. Modern vehicles offer an additional headlight washer system. Due to the uniform pressure distribution, DT Spare Parts brand wiper blades achieve optimal performance under all weather conditions, even on curved screens. The wiper blades are treated with a special surface coating. This prevents the wipers from freezing up and avoids premature wear and noise during the wiping process. For quick and easy mounting on the wiper arm, each wiper blade is equipped with a suitable adapter. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a complete range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard reaction rods. Reaction rods, in conjunction with V-stays, take over all axle control functions and thereby significantly improve the dynamic driving properties of a commercial vehicle. On account of the high axle loads and efficiency, rigid axles have established themselves in commercial vehicles. Among the main components of wheel suspension in the case of air-sprung axles are the so-called reaction rods. These ensure an optimal axle location with the frame and provide the drive and braking torque support. The result is ideal wheel control and optimum driving comfort. All DT Spare Parts brand reaction rods are manufactured from high-quality materials. A hardness test and examination of all materials is carried out in-house. Professional compressing of the joint pieces ensures a secure connection with high strength. The dimensions of all products comply with the specifications of the original manufacturer, thus ensuring optimum accuracy of fit. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a complete range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard cabin shock absorbers. Cabin shock absorbers are of great importance for driving comfort. They isolate the driver's cabin from the vibration of the chassis frame by means of a damping, which is separated from the chassis. The shock absorbers are designed for the particular vehicle type. Cabin shock absorbers generally consist of two components. The inner component, the shock absorber, prevents the rebound of the cabin. The outer component damps the compression. This is ensured by either mechanical compression springs or pneumatic air bellows. The pneumatic suspension also enables a level regulation of the cabin. Load differences due to varying equipment in the driver's cabin are balanced out and dynamic cabin movement during driving operation compensated. The air bellows around the shock absorber can compensate for extreme forces. The dampers used are designed for a service life of 10 million cycles. In a salt spray test, corrosion resistance is tested for around 500 hours. The compression springs are manufactured from high-alloy spring steel and electrostatically coated to prevent premature corrosion. The wall thickness and the number of fabric layers of the air bellows correspond to original specifications. During production, the form of the air bellows is heated homogeneously with the aid of steam in order to provide optimum vulcanization. In addition to cabin shock absorbers with air bellows, the comprehensive DT spare parts range also includes a complete range of axle dampers, pneumatic springs, and air spring bellows. You can durably trust products of the DT spare parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT spare parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard air conditioning compressors. The concentration and response capacity of the driver are strongly dependent on the climatic conditions, such as temperature and humidity. Optimally adjusted air conditioning provides a pleasant air temperature even at high external temperatures. Furthermore, the air conditioning system dehumidifies the air and thus acts against steaming up of the windows. The air conditioning compressor plays an important role in the air conditioning circuit. The compressor is driven by a belt from the crankshaft of the engine. The drive disc is equipped with an electromagnetic switch, which ensures that the compressor operates only when the air conditioning system is switched on. The pistons within the compressor are pressed back and forth by a rotating wobble plate. Leaf valves regulate the inlet and outlet of the coolant. DT Spare Parts brand air conditioner compressors are distinguished by a high-quality finish and a long service life. The air conditioner compressor conveys the coolant through the air conditioning system. It sucks in the coolant in a gaseous state and transports it, compressed under high pressure, through the system to the condenser. The condenser cools the heated and highly pressurized coolant. The heat is discharged through the cooling fins into the environment. As a result of the cooling, the pressure of the coolant is reduced and the aggregate state changes from gaseous to liquid. The dryer cleans the coolant in which foreign bodies are bound. Due to the limited capacity, the dryer should be changed with each service or repair. The coolant is injected into the evaporator via the expansion valve. The injected quantity is dependent on the heat load. In the evaporator, the highly pressurized coolant relaxes. It changes from the liquid into the gaseous state. The resulting cooled air is released into the environment and transferred by the blower into the cabin of the vehicle. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard fuel level sensors. Fuel level sensors measure the fuel level in the fuel tank. The level is indicated on the fuel gauge. To enable the display of the fuel level, an analog fuel level sensor is integrated in the fuel tank. On the float tube is a plastic float which changes its vertical height depending on the amount of fuel in the tank. According to the position of the float, the electrical resistance is changed, which controls the display of the amount of fuel remaining. The float tube contains a series of reed switches. These switches are magnetically activated by the float. By this non-contact operation, mechanical wear is excluded. The downstream resistance matrix increases the accuracy of the level sensor significantly. A sturdy aluminum housing prevents mechanical damage during transport, installation, and operation. DT Spare Parts brand fuel level sensors have a high-strength corrosion-resistant and anodized aluminum housing. The float is made of durable, fuel-resistant plastic with molded-in magnets. Fuel-resistant O-rings are used for the tank seals. Plug-in coupling ensures fast connection of the fuel lines. A perfectly sealed electrical bayonet connector in accordance with DIN regulations ensures optimal transmission of the fluid level. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard engine valves. Engine valves control the gas exchange in internal combustion engines. With the help of the valves, the inflow of fresh air and the discharge of exhaust gases can be regulated at specific times. Intake and exhaust valves are alternately pressed downwards by the rocker arm and open and close the combustion chamber during the charge cycle of the engine. For each cylinder, there is at least one intake and one exhaust valve. During the compression and combustion cycle, the valves seal off the combustion chamber. At maximum engine speed, the valves are opened and closed more than 50 times per second. The absorbed heat is transferred quickly to the valve seat and valve guide. Compensation for the varying thermal expansion of the components requires a minimum free travel of approximately 0.2 of a millimeter. DT Spare Parts brand engine valves are exposed to very high temperatures of above 1,000 degrees Celsius and are subjected to pressure and stress. They are therefore made of heat and scaling resistant high alloy steels. Because of the better thermal conductivity and thermal expansion coefficient, stems to be used in high compression engines are constructed from bimetal. In order to ensure the perfect interaction of valve seat and valve guide, the valves are manufactured to very narrow tolerance ranges, as well as surface finishes. The sealing surface of the valve plate is designed in various degree values, depending on the type. To ensure a perfect seal between the valve seat rings and valve plate, both components are perfectly adapted to each other by hand after installation, using a valve grinding compound. The durability of the valves is ensured by the additionally tempered areas of the stem and the valve plate. By means of a special process, the valve is tested to 100% for cracks. In addition to engine valves, the comprehensive DT range includes all matching valve seat rings, valve guides, valve stem seals, and valve springs. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive, full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard 4-circuit protection valves. The 4-circuit protection valve isolates the individual circuits of the air pressure braking system from each other. Protection of pressure in the intact brake circuits is thereby ensured if one or more brake circuit fails due to pressure loss. A total failure of the brakes is thus prevented. The 4-circuit protection valve is also responsible for supplying compressed air to the 4 brake circuits. The compressed air is distributed in a specific order. The 2 brake circuits for the front and rear axles are supplied with the necessary operating pressure first. Only then follows the supply to the circuits for the handbrake and auxiliary equipment. This ensures that the parking brake can only be released when both service brakes are operational. DT Spare Parts brand 4-circuit protection valves are made of coordinated materials, which ensure reliable operation as well as a long service life. Furthermore, DT Spare Parts 4-circuit protection valves are subjected to a leakage test. The accurately fitting connectors ensure unproblematic installation. In addition to all standard 4-circuit protection valves, the comprehensive DT range also includes a variety of repair kits. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard gear and impeller fuel feed pumps. The previously used piston pumps for line injection pumps have been replaced by gear-driven feed pumps in modern common rail engines. The fuel feed pump transports the diesel fuel from the tank to the injection pump. The feed pump is integrated into the fuel circuit and, in individual cases, equipped with a hand pump to bleed the fuel system. Gear and impeller pumps can convey between 40 and 120 liters of fuel per hour and generate a pre-pressure from 2.5 to 5 bar. While piston feed pumps make the fuel available only intermittently, gear and impeller pumps provide a continuous supply of fuel. Gear and impeller pumps consist of a housing with inlet and outlet, as well as 2 gears, one of which is powered. The housing is made of die-cast aluminum. For the seals of the pump, the highly heat-resistant material FPM is used. This is characterized by its excellent resistance to mineral oils and fuels. The sintered pump gears guarantee high dimensional accuracy and quiet operation. All DT pumps are subjected to a functionality test for pressure, leak tightness, and proper flow at different speeds. The special surface finish of the valve seats and pistons provides for optimum sealing of the supply lines and prevents pressure drop. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard ABS sensors. ABS sensors are one of the most important components in the anti-lock braking system. The ABS is a technical system to improve driving safety. It prevents possible locking of the wheels during heavy braking by reducing brake pressure. In interaction with the brake system, the ABS sensors take over the brake control of the vehicle and thereby improve significantly the steerability of the vehicle in the case of emergency braking. On each wheel of the vehicle are an ABS sensor and a perforated or toothed disc with which the rotational speed is measured. The brake pressure on a wheel is reduced if, during braking, the rotary speed drops disproportionately to that of the other wheels. An ABS sensor measures the rotary speed of a perforated disc without contact by magnetic induction. If the wheels rotate at different speeds, this is evaluated in the ABS control unit. In the event of emergency braking, the brake pressure on the wheel with the lower rotational speed is reduced in order to prevent locking. DT Spare Parts brand ABS sensors have a sensor head which is equipped with a corrosion-resistant stainless steel sleeve. This is inextricably connected to the plastic sensor head section. A corrugated plastic tube protects the sensor cable from damage. High-quality plug-in connections provide lasting protection against moisture. Silver-plated terminal contacts ensure low contact resistance. Included in the delivery are all mounting sleeves and lubricants needed for installation. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard clutch cylinders. Clutch cylinders are hydraulic master cylinders. Combined with a reservoir for the operating fluid, they serve to transmit power from the clutch pedal to the subsequent downstream components of the hydraulic clutch actuation system. Actuation of the clutch pedal moves a piston. This compresses fluid and so converts the mechanical power into hydraulic power. The thus generated pressure change in the cylinder is transferred by a line to the clutch servo. In vehicles with automatic transmission, the clutch cylinders are additionally equipped with shift point and travel sensors. The cylinder bores are specially honed. This keeps wear on the piston sealing components to a minimum. The sealing components in the cylinder are adapted to the pressure medium to be used. The nature of the medium to be used is specified on each DT clutch cylinder. Plastic pistons are internally reinforced with a metallic cap. In order to increase the service life, the plastic eyelet on the push rod is additionally reinforced with glass fiber. DT Spare Parts brand clutch cylinders undergo numerous tests, These include, for instance, the test of hardness of moldings and inspection of the quality of the honed inner running surface, as well as the test of tightness and functionality of the cylinder at high humidity levels and extreme temperature ranges. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts, genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard brake camshafts. Brake camshafts are used in simplex drum brakes. They serve to transfer the power generated by the pneumatic brake cylinder via a slack adjuster to both brake shoes. For this purpose, a tooth system is installed on the drive side of the brake camshaft and a Z-cam on the output side. Upon actuation of the brake camshaft, both cantilevered brake shoes are pressed against the brake drum. The wheel is slowed down or brought to a standstill. All DT Spare Parts brand brake camshafts are made of high-quality tempered steel. By the inductive hardening of the Z-cams, the bearing seats of the brake shaft brushing, and the serration, a long service life is guaranteed. The brake camshafts, which are machine-made with extremely narrow tolerances in all areas, conform exactly to the manufacturer's specifications, thus providing optimal fitting accuracy. In addition to all standard brake camshafts, the comprehensive DT range also includes a variety of repair kits. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts, genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time. Welcome to the DT Video Podcast. The DT Spare Parts brand offers a comprehensive full range with more than 30,000 different spare parts for trucks, trailers, and buses, including all standard flywheels. The flywheel is located on the output side of the crankshaft. It establishes the connection between engine and clutch. The flywheel ensures smoother running of the engine. By the rotation of the crankshaft, the flywheel can store kinetic energy. Due to its mass inertia, it can continue to rotate even when, at certain times, the engine does not supply any operating power. The flywheel takes up the clutch. Together, they build the flywheel mass. On the outer diameter of the flywheel is a ring gear into which the starter pinion engages when the engine starts up. The teeth of the ring gear are specifically heat-treated. This ensures a long service life. In many cases, the teeth of the gear are equipped with an inlet bevel to ensure better engagement of the starter pinion. On the outer diameter of the flywheel are markings to fix the precise ignition point. The receiving diameter of the clutch housing is produced with a very tight tolerance in order to ensure the centering of the coupling. The friction surface of the clutch disc is produced with a highly accurate run-out tolerance. In addition to flywheels, the comprehensive DT range includes all matching ring gears, ball races, bearings, starter pinions, and flywheel housings. You can durably trust products of the DT Spare Parts brand in guaranteed quality. Ask your parts dealer for DT Spare Parts brand products and see for yourself. For further information, visit our website at dtspareparts.com. DT Spare Parts. Genuine quality, durable trust. Thank you and see you next time.